Already cancelled. Already cancelled. Already cancelled.
It's the Already Cancelled podcast. Keen, Yaz, Avnisha, and let's get straight to what's popping. It's the latest and greatest trending stuff around the world, Yaz.
Let's talk about Lil Nas X and how he's rattled a lot of cages in the last couple of days. Now, we spoke about this last week where he announced on the 14th of January he's dropping a new song. He wants to do gospel. He's an independent artist now and he's going to expose the industry, and he's turned to God. God, he's a piece of shit.
It was a load of shit. Because
he is a piece of shit.
Get this. So I saw he did a, you know when you do the pre-save the link?
Yeah.
And you'd go onto, you click the link, I clicked it and I thought, okay, let's see who actually owns that website page, the link page.
Smart.
Yeah.
And I went and saw that, Sony Music 2024.
Yeah, we all knew he was a troll.
So there's no independency going on at all.
There's no independency.
But I thought he was dropping the track with Kesha. I got so confused.
Yeah.
by it
I
all.
think I know why you said that. There was one of the comments on one of his videos that was a top comment, and he said something about Kesha. And I think,
is that
And
why?
I think subliminally, it locked into your head. Now,
Fake news, Nishi.
Yeah, fake news then.
14th of January came. He dropped the song. The song was called J Christ.
Oh, this is so touchy.
This is despicable and disgusting. Let me explain something to you.
You're just to get some context. You're Christian, right?
Yeah, I'm Christian. I'm Christian. I do attend church as much as I possibly can.
Yeah.
I respect all people from all walks of life,
Yeah.
from all faiths, from all sexualities. I will show respect to any human being on this planet.
Yeah.
Unlike Lil Nas X, the piece of dog shit. It's as simple as that, right?
Yeah.
Kian, Avnisha, you guys know I've got a lot of gay friends.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
And I respect them utterly, and I respect their life choices, and I love them dearly.
yeah,
I
of
have
course.
family that's homosexual as well.
100%. And
Yeah.
I respect them, and they
Yeah.
respect me back. Lil Nas X. Oh,
I don't think it has to do with anything with him being gay. I think it's got to do with him knowing how.
But it does. But it does, Kian.
I don't know. I think it's
He's
more,
using no. He's using his sexuality in his video clips, depicting himself as Jesus Christ. That is a very, very, very big thing.
Yeah, that is.
It is a very big thing, and it's a very disrespectful thing. I'm sorry. You demand respect, you don't show respect back. That's fucked up.
Okay, respect goes two ways.
Yes, it does.
Ultimately, the people's argument is this. They go, well, a certain faith and religious group has given our community so much shit for years, we're going to do it back. But the reality is two wrongs do not make a right.
That specific religious group also has homosexual people in it.
Yeah, but ultimately the point is, this is the point, right? You can't fight a cause with the problem. Does that make sense? Like, you can't say, okay, in order to solve a problem, which is, neglecting a certain group of people or making you feel like a minority, we're going to do the exact same thing to use the exact same thing to those people. Like, it's like you're literally doing the same thing, whereas like you're trying to make a mockery of something, and I don't think that's right.
So obviously for a couple of days, he promoted that he was turning to God. He was promoting that it's going to be gospel music. Who I feel bad for the most are those dedicated Christians in those comments that were so happy and excited for him and showed him love as a gay man, turning to God to be shat on the 14th of January when he released blasphemous music and an even worse video. I'm sure you guys have seen the video.
Yeah, I saw the video. And that's the thing. Like,
it's so fucked up, man.
Forget sexuality and all that stuff. That's nothing to do with it. What the problem is one, depicting himself on the cross.
That's so fucked up.
Whether you are gay or straight, depicting yourself on the cross,
you don't do that.
That's the problem. That's what I'm saying. It's not. I don't think it has anything to do with him being gay. I know he's doing a lot of he's really exploring and showcasing that, and that's fine. But no one cares if you're gay. No one cares about your sexuality. No one actually cares.
No one actually cares.
But that's okay. If you want to portray it and push it and push it and push it, that's on you. That's totally fine.
Yeah.
But comparing yourself or putting yourself in that same light, it's kind of a mockery.
It is a mockery.
It's kind of like you're mocking a religion.
He's taking the piss. That is what he is doing. And he knows
it's
why he's
genius
doing
for controversy, and he's not the only person. Like, this is not the only time. The blood in the shoe and all those other things. Like, it's
sad. Like, this is what art has come to, and everyone in the comments is like, art is supposed to invoke feelings, and this is
invoking a feeling.
This is an art form, and let him do his art. And it's like, no, there's a line, there's a distinction between art and then just having to use these cheap gimmicks to be able to be a successful artist. It's like the good old days when you had Prince and you had Michael Jackson and all of that, like, for the music. And I know that times have changed, but using gimmicks like this, it's really sad. And like I said before, right, you can't just go, hey, this is what I represent and these certain people have made me feel bad about who I am, so I'm going to make them feel bad about who they are. No one's going to win in that situation.
It'll just be a constant battle.
It's going to be a consistent battle.
War.
Yeah.
But isn't it funny how it's the Christians that get mocked? Isn't that just hilarious? Like, realistically speaking, we look at Christianity as a forgiving faith, right? As many faiths are. But Lil Nas X, show me your fucking balls. Show me your true bravery in what you believe in. And do the same fucking video, but mock Islam. Realistically, tell me what's going to happen. You think they're going to turn a blind eye and forgive? No, brother, you're going to feel the wrath of God. You are going to feel the wrath of God.
I don't know about the wrath of God, but you'll feel the wrath of people.
Like, I'm telling you right now, you guys, they like to target the Christians. They enjoy targeting it. All of Hollywood does. It's always been around for a very, very long period of time. But it's just funny how Islam doesn't get mocked because they don't take shit. And they will never take shit. They won't accept it.
But okay,
right?
But I don't condone violence. Like,
no, it's not about. No one said anything about violence.
No. But what I'm saying is, like, that's what happens. It's like, if you mock someone, especially like Islam, if you mock their religion, then like people know what the repercussions are. And we're not trying to say like, oh, if you're a Christian and people mock your religion, that you should condone to like making sure he feels wrath in a.
No, do you know what would happen?
What?
If what he released, his video clip that he released was a complete mockery of Christianity, right?
Yeah.
Hypothetically speaking, if that was a complete mockery of Islam, you need to realize that there are nations built on Islam.
Yeah.
There will be a war. Like, they don't take that shit. They'll turn to the West. They won't blame Lil Nas X. They'll turn to the West and go, that's how you see us? That's how you want to treat us? And there will be World War III.
No, that's what I'm saying. But that's what we're not condoning. That shouldn't happen.
That's what I'm saying. It's not about him being gay or him as a person himself. No. They'll look at it as the West.
It's the message.
It's the message that is portrayed in the West. They'll go, oh, that's how it is. And that's what Christians don't have, right?
There's something that's really interesting that's happened lately. I'm not sure if anyone knows if it slipped under the radar. But Pope Francis, he's the leader of the Catholic Church, you'd say? He's the leader, right? The Pope.
Yeah, don't know how much respect I have for the Vatican.
In December 23, so a month ago, they published that they are permitting blessings of the same-sex couples in the Catholic Church.
Yeah.
Then this video comes out, which essentially is...
a spit in the face.
It could be considered a spit in the face, but also from him personally, not from all gay people, all right, but from Lil Nas X. Well, now that we've been accepted into as recognized and blessed to be a same-sex couple, now I'm going to go hard and show what the full extension of gay into the religion looks like.
Yeah.
And drops this video.
You're not wrong.
No, I don't think that was the intention at all. I just think it was for him to get a response by large groups of people by doing something controversial. I don't think the two are related.
I don't know. Look, maybe I'm taking this a bit personal. Maybe I am.
Yeah, because
I've just dealt with this shit for a long time. Like I've said, I've got many gay friends. And I'm not just saying that, you guys know them personally.
Yeah.
Right? But even this one encounter that I had with a gay man that you guys both know, right, who demanded respect and showed absolutely no fucking respect back to me, right?
About your religion.
About my religion. He demanded respect for his sexuality, which I gave him. Every fucking ounce of me was respecting him as a person, right? And respecting his sexuality. But he could not for a second respect my faith. It needs to go both ways.
It goes both ways.
It needs to go both ways.
That's what it is. Everything goes both ways. Ultimately, you should be able to live the way you want as long as you're not hurting someone and you're not affecting someone. And the reality of life is that's not going to be the case. There's always going to be groups of people in any faith, in any community that has some sort of prejudice and that's not okay. That should never be okay. But that's the reality, that people are like that.
Yeah.
But then you have a lot of people who are not like that. And you can't just go for tit for tat, because the reality is if you go tit for tat in life, no one's ever going to win. It's just going to be more chaos.
Yeah.
And ultimately, everyone is going to be miserable.
But it just sucks when someone like Lil Nas X, who has a reach that he does and is an A-list celebrity, right? That's when it becomes a problem.
What did you expect? The guy did a lap dance on the devil, guys. Like, we knew this was coming. We knew this was coming. And technically, it is gospel. It technically is gospel.
It's not gospel.
How's it gospel?
It's not
Because he's
gospel.
still referring to stories in the gospel in the Bible.
He's calling himself J Christ. He's calling himself Jesus Christ. That's not gospel.
That's not gospel.
In any way, shape, or form.
He even has a Bible from the Corinthians 5:17,
That doesn't
verse
make-
17.
that doesn't make
Therefore, if
gospel.
anyone is in Christ, he is a new creation. The old has passed away. Behold, the new has come. This video clip is the first, I think, of 7. Because right at the end of the film clip, it says day 0. Now, I'm not sure if you've seen the clip, but it's basically
I've seen it, yeah.
the Jesus. They does the Jesus crucifixion. He dies, goes to heaven, comes back, whatever. And then there's a Noah scene, a scene about him being Noah.
Yeah.
And there's a great flood on earth, and then he gets all the animals onto the boat, whatever. And then that's where it finishes, and it says day 0, the new beginning, as if he's writing his own. What Genesis? Is it not Genesis? Yeah, no.
Genesis.
Yeah, okay, his own
beginning.
Genesis or his own new beginning, and telling it through his way and how he interprets. Because let's just say for a second, let's hypothetically think, okay, Lil Nas X is truly going through a awakening in himself that is through Catholicism. Let's just say that's what's happening.
But
right?
it's not. It's
and you're giving
it's
him the
very
benefit
evident
of the
it's not.
doubt. And you're giving him the benefit of the doubt.
I will do no such thing, but go on.
That's fine. He's now trying to explain his spiritual journey this way. And that's obviously different from what the actual Bible says and what we've all been traditioned, if you're Catholic, all of you, that has all been passed down in customs and traditions of your entire life and from your parents and stuff. This is why he can say it's art, because he's interpreting it and then producing it out in a way that's right to him.
Yeah, and that's fine. But what's wrong about it is everyone knows, like, the stuff that he's projecting in the video. Like, if like 99% of people commenting, or like, okay, maybe 80% of people commenting who are from the faith go, what you're doing is wrong. Like, that's not okay. There is a reason behind that a lot of other people haven't done, or like most people wouldn't do what he's done.
He's upsetting a lot of people.
Yeah.
And that's what's wrong.
Like, you can have your interpretation, but when you know it's going to affect someone, like, you know, treat your neighbor like that, like, you know, you want to treat yourself. Like, he obviously, Lil Nas X hasn't had, and I'm assuming hasn't had a lot of people who have treated him with respect, and, you know, and well, and a lot of people in his community feel that way, and that's not okay, because they should be treated with respect as well. But when I guess it goes back to the same point, you can't, you know, shit on other people because you've been shitted on. It's not going to be.
Yeah, of course.
He probably hasn't been shitted on though. I'm sorry, he probably fucking
You
hasn't.
don't know. You don't know what he's.
But
You don't know what
all
he's
I
gone
can
through.
see. All I can see is what I can see, and it's not about.
Yeah,
I can promise you one thing. It's got nothing to do with his past. It's got nothing to do with whether he's been shitted on or not. The guy has sold his soul for a fucking paycheck. That's what's going on. That is what's going on, and it's been going on for a very long time. It's the what do you want to call it? Those in power shutting down faith, shutting down religion, and trying to take all power away from that. It's as simple as that. He's taken a paycheck, he's sold his soul, and I'm hoping hell exists so he can be in the deep, dark trenches of it one day.
Who knows? He's probably already living in it.
He's a fucking piece of shit.
What are we if we have nothing to believe in? That's the biggest thing here, right? I mean, like, it's so clear that there's an agenda. It's
Like, come on,
so
bro.
clear.
Like, come on.
But religions go with the time.
Yeah, and
They
and
do.
Of course they do. They
grow
change.
with the time.
110%.
it adapts and it changes. You know, look, I think things will continuously evolve and change, and that is okay. But ultimately, like, you have to ensure that especially when it comes to faith and people's faith, you have to be careful. Like,
be respectful. It's not be careful. Just be respectful.
Yeah, be respectful.
It's so
if you
weird.
want respect, you got to give it back to.
It's so weird. In the clip, in the first sort of 15 seconds, it shows people like actors that look like Barack Obama, Oprah Winfrey,
Ed Sheeran,
and they're all walking.
Kanye.
They're all walking into heaven. That was just strange to me. Like, why is he showcasing different public figures walking into heaven, and then showcases this style of what he thinks? Well, not what he thinks of what he's trying. Like, he's trying to say that this is his version of gospel.
Yeah, I don't know.
There's just something very irky about it.
Yeah.
And it makes you feel, and this is what art does. And again, I'm not trying to say it's art, but at the end of the day, it is a music video. It is music, and that falls under the brackets of art. For our time and day, it's much like, and again, different messages and stuff, but it makes you feel something. And if you don't align with what
if it's
he
shock
does,
value, it's going to make anyone feel something. That's the reality. Like, if it's shock value, it's going to make a lot of people mad, happy, angry, whatever it might be. But it's shock. That's what he's betting his whole career on.
Yeah.
Is shock value.
It's cheap. It's so fucking cheap.
It's a mockery. It's 100% a mockery.
It is a mockery. Like,
even to the point where, like, in one scene, the cross is upside down. He's on the cross upside down. Now we all know what an upside down cross is. Satanic.
Yeah.
Like,
that's right. If that's your cup of tea, bro, go drink from it. Like,
yeah, totally fine.
I actually don't care. But once you start mocking a faith, you're useless. Like, you're nothing special.
the production on the video is crazy.
Yeah.
yeah, I mean,
It's not the best I've seen, but it's crazy.
yeah. Well, anyway, I think we know where we all stand on that one. Not good, Lil Nas X.
What do you
not
think
good.
Lil Nas X is doing right now?
I don't know. Probably just
he's
cashing
just
his
laughing?
paychecks.
Just probably just laughing.
Questioning his fucking life, to be honest.
Oh, probably not.
Probably feels empty inside.
Who knows? He might not.
Who knows? You never know. Could be happy, could be smiling, but he's going to hell anyway.
But see, here's the thing. People are commenting saying, guy is single-handedly curing me from my religious trauma.
Yeah.
Like, people are resonating with this.
Yeah, of course.
Of course there are.
There's a lot of people who would resonate with it. But once again, just because people are resonating with it doesn't mean that it's okay.
I just think if you're showing disrespect to a majority or a minority,
doesn't
right?
matter. It goes both ways. Yeah.
You're showing disrespect to them. Why? Everyone is fucking human. Everyone has their faiths. Everyone has their beliefs. Everyone has their sexuality. You can't pick and choose. You can't demand respect and not give it. Go fuck yourself.
Okay.
That's where I'm going to leave it.
All right.
I love it.
I love you.
It's funny how it shows 192,000 likes, but it doesn't show how many dislikes.
That's just YouTube for you.
Yeah, that's always been the case.
Well, that's what's popping.
That's what's
Already cancelled.
If you like the podcast, prove it. Like, share, and subscribe, and don't forget to leave us a cheeky review.